Hello, can y'all hear us? Good morning. Y'all wasn't hearing us at first time. Can y'all hear us? Can y'all drop them things as y'all come in? Y'all know what I'm talking about? Sammy just explained it all. So I take it that y'all can hear us. Let me go down here. I'm just going to kind of monitor a little bit. When he's speaking, there's all my info right there, y'all. What explaining, whatever. Let's walk in skydiving. Yeah, please, there y'all go with all that. Thank you, Sammy. Okay, thank you, Sammy. Okay, I'm gonna turn it over to her. All right, they can hear you.
Good morning, everybody. So today I want to touch on 3 topics. You guys can pick which one. I'm gonna talk about all of them, but you guys can pick which one that you guys really want to talk about. I'm gonna be talking about Megan Thee Stallion and 50 Cent and Kanye West. So just yesterday, Megan Thee Stallion was on live and she opened up about a lot of things that most people don't know. She talked a lot about her personal life and other people that she has worked with and things like that. She started getting emotional. About her she talked about how hurt she is, like, in her personal life, not only by the incident but the fact that she lost both of her parents, and she's only 25 years old. Like, she's literally like just a baby, and she's growing and maturing, and with all that she's been with, she's yeah, just been through a lot. So she was on live yesterday, just really opening up to all of her fans, so you could really better understand where she's coming from and things like that. And with her opening up on live and getting emotional, she received like a lot of whatchamacallit, she received like a lot of sympathy and stuff. But what surprised me with that is we had 50 Cent, y'all. 50 Cent, out of all people, is going to apologize for making his jokes and memes about her, which it should be circled on like a calendar, because 50 Cent really, out of all people, apologized. And not only did he apologize, but yeah, well, yeah, that is all he did. He did apologize for what he did, and he was all like, oh my goodness, like, I had no idea that this was going on. And basically he made a public apology and said that he was sorry for the things he said and done. And I think it was I thought it was kind of sweet that he did that. It was really a shock to me and a lot of other people that seen it. Everybody was all like, wow, like 50 Cent apologized, and not only did he apologize, but he apologized to a black woman as well. So that was really awesome and things like that. Um so that's what I wanted to talk about for my first topic with Meg. You guys could also follow up with that on you guys' own if
Don't
you
worry
would
about
like.
the chat. I got that.
Oh, I'm
'Cause that'll
looking
throw
at
you.
that.
Okay, I'm just letting you know because that'll surely throw you off.
Oh, okay. Um, yeah. So for those of you guys coming in, we're just talking about Meg Thee Stallion and how she opened up on her live. And got emotional and was talking about her life and how 50 Cent apologized for the jokes and memes that he made about her. And then also, we still have this Kanye West situation. The other day, he went on Twitter and apologized to Kim Kardashian for putting their private family matters into the public. And then it obviously worked, because then yesterday she reunited with him in Wyoming. So they're back together and they're on good terms. So it's mostly yeah, like it was an emotional reunion for Kim Kardashian West and Kanye West on Monday. And yeah. So hold up. Sammy Dizzle, you said I don't trust 50. He apologized for um making it for her edges and picked on her soon after. Plus the Lil Wayne combo. That is true. That is true. I mean, the way I see it is he I don't know. The way I see it is that um you know he said he was sorry. I don't know, Kim is hysterically crying. Kim hasn't seen Kanye for weeks. She is very emotional about everything and also exhausted. She feels very hurt by Kanye. She has tried to reach him multiple times and he just ignores her. It's all a bad situation. She decided to fly to Cody to speak to him in person. She doesn't want to be ignored anymore. Okay. But back to 50 Cent. Yes, you know, I don't you never know. Here's the thing when it comes to things like this. You never know if the person is really being genuine when they apologize to you in cases like these, especially since it was just on social media. Like he kind of just typed it out and was like, I'm sorry. And boom. Now, everybody's giving credit. I'm just giving credit uh to the fact that he he acknowledged the fact that he did something wrong. But you're right, there he did a lot of things that are still skeptical. That shows how skeptical he is about the apology. Good morning, phenomenal Scorpio. Hi.
That's one of my mods, girl. They keeping it straight for you. So no Looney Tunes was coming to chat.
Okay.
Yeah, so my mom's handling that when I walk away. They got your back, girl. Go ahead.
Yeah, but yeah, you never really there are still things that 50 Cent has done that still shows how sketchy he is and can be. So you never really know if his apology was since genuine or not type thing. But it just shocked to see him type it and was all like, yeah, I see it really hurt you and my bad, basically. And then we got the Kanye West and Kim Kardashian situation still going on. Kanye was very Kanye, as you guys know, for the past few weeks, Kanye has just been tripping. Let me just say that he's been tripping. Like he trips, but he's just been publicly tripping for like a little while now. And him and Kim Kardashian, they weren't on necessarily good terms because like for the past few days, he's just been saying and doing a lot of things. But he apologized the other day. He apologized to Kim publicly. He was basically saying that, I'm sorry for putting our private business out into the public. And when you read up more on the story and stuff, Kim is basically saying that things was very emotional because he was ignoring her and wouldn't reach out to her and stuff. But apparently they're on good terms now. Um, they're together. You could see pictures of them everywhere and things like that. Um, so yeah, it's really honestly uh I want to say it's starting out to be a peaceful week, but then again, there could be other stuff that happening. But um, yeah. So if anybody would like to add their feedback or anything about those, that would be nice. Um, good morning and hello to everybody that's starting to come in. Well, if you are coming in, yeah. Good morning. Um, oops, I gotta get my other phone. Um,
Yeah, y'all. She keep up with this stuff. She kind of nervous I said, this is about your fifth time being on here. You ain't got to be nervous. Don't worry about it. Because if I got to walk away, I told his moderators in the chat, so you ain't got to worry about these people doing crazy stuff. No, no, no. But I kind of been falling in a little bit myself. You know, I've just been everywhere because I even been doing a little bit of the politic thing, y'all. Yeah, like Trump closing down the embassy in China, you know, and then China, lashing back. I don't know if y'all keeping up with that, but that's another story.
Um, yes, and also I just seen this. It says a petition addressed to the Department of Homeland Security has been started to have Tory Lanez deported. No. Deport Tory Lanez back to Canada and ban him from coming to America forever. This little 5'3" man with a big ego has contributed nothing to the American economy and promotes violence and violence against women. Furthermore, he should be banned from the United States forever. Intentionally trying to harm Megan Thee Stallion. Send him back to Canada. It's Tory Lane's birthday and y'all trying to get that man deported back to Canada. Carelessly shooting women is definitely not the move. At Tory Lanez deported for his horrible behavior. No woman deserves to be shot twice. Senseless violence is not allowed. We stand against domestic violence. Oh my goodness, y'all. This is like breaking news. Like this just happened like 19 minutes ago. People are trying to get Tory Lanez deported. But okay, let me speak on this. Hold up. They're trying to get Tory Lanez deported. I think it's crazy. There's been okay. I don't know. Um, Hold up. I'm trying to process this because this is just so crazy to me. Tory Lanez did shoot Megan Thee Stallion, and he was wrong, and that does count as domestic violence. But there has been how many other cases of people who has domestic violence cases against them as well. I was just reading a few weeks ago about I forget the name of the actor, but basically some woman was trying to press domestic violence cases against him. There's been a lot of situation and famous celebrities who have domestic violence charges against them, but they're trying to deport Tory Lanez for shooting Megan. Don't get me wrong, it was completely wrong. There's no justification for what he did, but how are you trying to deport him back to Canada is my thing. I don't even know if that's legal. I believe he's from Canada, but I believe he has Sephora C. Does he have an American citizenship? I believe he does have an American citizenship, unless he wouldn't be able to do all the things that he's doing, right? Like he wouldn't be able to be like this top celebrity and travel to all the places that he has been without some type of citizenship or something. This is just so crazy to me. They're really trying to send him back to Canada and deport him and ban him from America forever. Since when? Since when? My whole question is, since when have they started doing this? And why are they only doing it for Tory Lanez? I know I'm not the only one who's heard of other celebrities, actors, NFL football players who have put their hands in or just had some type of violent act against a female. And now all of a sudden they're just trying to do Tory Lanez.
Because they gave him a felony charge, and evidently he's not a citizen. He's a Canadian, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
He's a Canadian. This is so crazy. There's people saying things. They're like, y'all doing too much trying to get my man Tory Lanez deported. So y'all want Tory Lanez deported to Canada, not charged and convicted, deported. That's a luxury. Tory should be in prison, assault with a deadly weapon.
But do you believe when they were saying that Tory Lanez, he was shot? Okay, say Tory Lanez may have have shot Megan Thee Stallion over a fight with Kylie Jenner, according to the
Yeah.
reports. I wonder if that's true. Because they say Tory was giving Kylie too much attention.
Yeah.
Because that's why people were saying that Kylie had a lot to do with it.
Yeah, and it was her event also.
Right.
You know, so if anything, this is just crazy to me. Exactly, Sephora. See, remember when Chris Brown beat Rihanna? Nothing happened to him. Pretty much, really, nothing did happen to him. He did community service. I'm just trying to figure out why. I don't understand. How are you trying to deport him? Don't get me wrong. Also, for you guys who don't know, back when this all first started, I already said the first thing that I've already said while speaking on this, because this has been an ongoing thing for a little time now. I'm a fan of Tory Lanez. I like his music. Um, he's an attractive man as well, and everything like that. Good morning, beautiful son. Say good morning, Auntie. She said,
I have to say good morning, everybody. She know I'm saying good morning. That's why I put that up there so she can know I'm acknowledging her.
My bad, Auntie. But yeah, for those of you guys who don't know, I am a fan. I said that way back when I started. I'm a fan of Tory Lanez, and I don't want to say it necessarily I'm a diehard fan, but just for me personally, when I'm a fan of somebody, even though they might have did wrong, and I don't agree, and I don't want to justify anything that Tory has done. However, at the same time, I don't feel as if I don't feel as if he should be getting deported for this.
And good morning, everybody, because I'm not being rude. My niece said, speak. I'm acknowledging everybody here. So it's kind of cute, though, because, that again show the manners that she's having on here as well as in her real life. Just speak to everybody. That's kind of cute. Go ahead.
Yes. So good morning, everybody. For those of you guys who are coming in, and I just found out that a petition is addressed to have Tory Lanez deported. The Tory Lanez that shot Megan Thee Stallion in the foot. They're trying to get him deported back to Canada where he's coming from. And I'm reading the comments on social media, and it's so good morning. And it's just so crazy to me because you got half and half. What he did, like I was saying, what he did was wrong. There is no justification for what Tory did. However, at the same time, you can't send this man back to where he's coming from. And I was saying, how many times, like, he's not the first person. Okay, he's the first person that I heard of that shot a female in the foot. However, there's been other cases, and I know I'm not the only one who has heard of other things of NFL players and actors who get domestic violence charges or cases against them. However, he's the only one who's going to get deported. And another thing about this is, how are you trying to deport somebody if he's not necessarily an American citizen because he is Canadian. However, I believe that he must have some type of is it a green card? Is that what you call it?
I think that's what.
Yeah, like a green card or something to be here because he must have some type of green card to be here or something like that, because otherwise he wouldn't be able to travel to all the places that he does, like when he goes on tour and stuff. I want black females to be on code. Black males will cancel us for any old thing, but we let them repeatedly and then make confessions for it. That's not a good look. You're right, Sammy Dizzle. I completely agree. We have to do better as women, especially in the African American community. But do you think that having him deported isn't that, like, I don't know. I don't feel as if that's necessarily a just punishment. And if anything, convict him or something um convict him or something and put him in prison for that, but banning him, deporting him, and then banning him from the US, America. I think now I think now the only reason why this is really happening is because they're trying to probably make an example out of him, because this is the first time I've ever heard something like this ever happening, trying to deport somebody for
But
this.
they're making this story into a big deal. How long has been going on? A couple weeks?
Yeah, it's only been like a few weeks and they're already
Wow.
like doing his bad. So that means in the meantime, he's just been what? Sitting in jail or something? And they're just now.
No, he bailed out for, let me see. I heard it, but keep talking. I'm going to find out how much he paid to get out. Okay.
Yeah, I'm thinking to myself, so what? This whole time they just been having him sit in a cell or something like that. And so they're just now wanting to revisit this case or something and then decide that what? And then I heard and also I believe today is also his birthday. Today is also Tory Lanez's birthday as well.
To conceal weapon. Yeah. His real name is Daystar Peterson. Daystar. Remind me of that channel on the cable network, Daystar.
Yes, so he was arrested.
Yeah, I'm trying to see how much he paid. Oh, he paid $35,000 bail.
Well, yes. So Tory Lanez paid his bail for $35,000 and was released, and he was scheduled to appear on court on October 13th. So basically they said forget the court date. We're just going to do it now. And not only are we going to do it now, oops, I'm sorry y'all, but we're also going to
drop your phone.
but also they're going to deport him.
Do y'all think that Kylie little nasty, little flirty, dirty butt was flirting with him for real? Somebody answer that, because every time something come up with a black guy, or one of them or Kardashians or one of them Jenners, for them to say that he was paying her a lot of attention, do you think that she's flirting with him and going behind? Who was that Kylie with her baby? What's his name? Kylie's baby daddy. What's his name?
Tristan Thompson.
No, Tristan is Chloe's.
I don't know her name.
What's Kylie's baby daddy name? Is they still together, y'all? But she probably was flirting with him because she see he had a girlfriend. Remember how I told y'all they always take everybody else's man? She probably did invite her to the party so she can flirt with her man. Y'all know how she do it. The fact that I'm hearing that Kylie has something to do with it, and he was supposed to be paying her too much attention, she invited them to her party as a guest. I told y'all, whenever they have a black girlfriend, don't really be a friend to be trying to get to their man. Am I the only one thinking like that? Carry on, girl.
Yes. I believe Kylie had something to do with it. It had to. It was your event, honey. It was your.
But just the fact that they say he was giving her too much attention. Now, and for her to invite them to their event, she was playing like they was friends to get to her man, like the way her sister Chloe do. Now, what y'all think about that?
Oh yes, Travis Scott is her baby daddy.
Do you ever hear anything about him lately?
No.
Yeah.
Travis Scott be minding his business and making music.
They not together, are they?
I don't know. I just know that that's her baby daddy.
Yeah, I just thought about that. Since Kylie name came up in it, and I know how they make friends with black ladies to get close to their men, and the fact that he was at the party, paying her attention, y'all. Next girl, I don't know. We're gonna have to watch this. We're gonna have to see if she's gonna end up with him, because that's what they do, y'all. That's their MO. That's what they do. They dirty like that. Them Kardashians and them Jenners. They dirty.
Yes, but Sammy Dizzle, you say yes, deport him. We can't acknowledge the black women are the most unprotected and disrespected. That is true. However, that's true. However, I'm trying to think of the most just thing. Like, let's think of the most just thing. Canada is kind of like a luxury, because if he goes there, it's not like if he gets deported there, they're going to throw him in the Canadian jail. He's still going to be walking around.
Punishment to get deported.
Yeah, and then he's just going to be walking around free still. So you rather have him deported than like convicted and locked up. I don't know. I think
Would
honestly,
you rather see him get locked up?
yeah, I would rather see him locked up or something
I do
than
too,
just
because they
have.
do too much with these women.
Yeah, they do too much with
Yeah,
these
he needs,
women.
but need to be locked up if he was out there doing all that behind her back with Kylie right in front of her face, and then would demand her to stay in the car and shoot them both. I didn't know it was both her feet until yesterday.
Yeah, it was both of her feet, and her friend was
But
in the
let me shut up
car.
there and let you finish doing your thing. Let me go get me some coffee. Cause I'm
Uh,
butting in, y'all.
yeah, this is just, I don't know, y'all. This is the most craziest thing to me. And like I said, I'm not y'all put in the comment section what y'all feel if he should get deported or not for this. However, my whole thing, the way I see it is, if they're going to do this start this deporting thing for him doing this, then they need to do it for every man, because there's been other situations where other celebrities, NFL players and actors, who've had domestic violence cases against them, and they were put in jail. They never looked into their background and was all like, "You're not from here, so we're gonna take you back here for uh, 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 Sammy Dizzle is funny. You said deport him and lock his terroristic up and back to Canada. Wow. Yes, this is, yeah. This is just mind blowing to me. It really is. If anything, I just really feel as though as if they should do the most just thing, because deporting him isn't really going to do anything. It's not like the Canadian people are going to enforce that. Yeah, I
Sammy, you
just
funny.
read that.
You funny. Y'all, I just had to start me some more coffee. My microwave went out, y'all. Now I gotta wait 3 or 4 days before I can go find going to buy me a microwave. I don't know why it went out, so it ain't like I can heat it. So I'm doing a whole new pot, but that's neither here nor there. Carry
Yeah.
on, girl.
And so, yeah, you guys, yeah, I feel like my whole thing is, I just feel like they should do the most just and reasonable thing. You're saying deport him. No, Sammy Dizzle, that's what I'm saying. They're not going to deport him and lock him up. They're just going to deport him. That is his punishment. He can't come back to America.
For how long did they say?
No, they just said that he's banned.
Okay, when they deported Teresa Giudice's husband from the Housewives of New Jersey, he's just over there. He didn't ever go over there and do no time. Do anybody know about that?
Yeah.
That was just his punishment. I'm assuming.
Yeah, that's just his punishment, and that's what's going to be Tory Lane's punishment. He's going to be over there and just not allowed to come back. Yeah, that's why I'm saying he might as well just stay where he's at and just be locked up. Just lock him up, convict this man, and give him some time, like a
I
couple
don't know,
years.
Sammy, because like I say, do y'all remember when Teresa Giudice, if y'all watched the Housewives, well, they made him do his time first here in the United States. After his time, they deported him. So I'm trying to figure out, is he going to get, he bailed out here. So first of all, he's not going to leave because he bailed out waiting his court date. I wonder if they're going to punish him here. And then after his punishment, send him back to Canada like they did that Giudice man, Joe Giudice. Are you familiar with the housewives like that,
No,
Janie?
I'm not.
Oh, well, I know some people here familiar with the housewives. Oh, well, thank you. Y'all came through this morning with them lights on. Well, maybe they're gonna try him first over here, like they did that Judice man. I'm assuming.
Yeah,
And
his
then
court date, y'all, is set to October 13th. That is Tory Lane's court date. Hopefully they record the whole thing, or somebody does. I
believe
would
you,
like to
TMZ
see.
them, they gonna report it. They report every little thing
Yeah,
that go on.
I really can't wait for that. But yes, you guys, and for all of those who might just be coming in, I talked today, about Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez, 50 Cent, and also I touched on Kanye West and Kim Kardashian getting back on good terms. So,
If
yes, you
anybody want to
guys.
speak on it with her, she gonna drop the link for y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah. But while we wait for that, I want to do anybody in here else do politics? You know, if so, do anybody know about how Trump shut down the American embassy for the Chinese? And then the Chinese, I think, gave 72 hours for them to get out their embassy. You know, we can discuss that too when we start dropping a link. If anybody so choose to speak on it, doesn't matter. Y'all know I am. I just be open to everything.
I agree, Sephora. See, he didn't murder her, and if he is an American citizen, they can't do that. But
He's not an American citizen though. They can't try it like they did Joe Judice. Is what I'm saying. Joe Judice was brought over here when he was a baby, 3 or 5 years old.
Yeah, but if he has like one of those green cards or something to
Well, if he
stay,
had a green card, that means he's American. He can't. They're not going to deport him.
yeah, that's what I'm
Oh,
saying.
okay. So I didn't know this. All
Yeah,
mixed up
and
here.
I agree, Sephora. See, he didn't murder her. Don't get me wrong, though. I want to be very careful with saying things like that. Me personally, I want to be very careful with saying things like that because I don't want it to be taken the wrong way or trying to belittle the situation because it's very serious. It is very serious. And I was saying that if anything, they should just convict him and give him some time in prison some time in prison. But like you said, I think deporting him is not only going to be going entirely too far. Look, Joe wasn't an American.
No, what's the far see? No, that's why he got deported. His parents never got him a green card. And when he became an adult, he never went and got a green card. That's why he did his time first here and then they deported him. Or is there such thing as them snatching their privileges away of having that green card once they get a felony? Is that such a thing? Because I thought the story was he never would have got a green card, and his parents brought him over here as a little kid. I don't know, 3 or 5 years old or something like that. And I'm wondering, you know, is there such thing as no, it couldn't be because once you're Americanized, get your green card, you're American.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. After he did his time, they deported him because he didn't have a green card. And I don't know. I know he did bad time, so I'm have to look up on that one because I'm confused about that one. He didn't have one. His parents, and a lot of these foreigners come over here with their children, and because they're children, they don't be needing a green card. So they go all their life through high school and the elementary school, college, and everything. Then they get caught up in stuff, and they find out they don't have a green card. They get deported.
That's true. If Megan says it was an accident, but that's the thing. Megan is not going to say it was an
But
accident.
even if she does say it was an accident, then this attorney gonna pick it up the fact that he got a gun at all, because on here they say he got arrested on gun charges
Yeah,
for having a gun in his possession. Period.
yeah. And Megan already cleared it up that it wasn't an accident when she posted what she posted a few weeks ago, and she said she was all like somebody intentionally had a motive to want to hurt me. So you know it was direct, and she knows for herself exactly what went on. We just still waiting on Megan to say the full story. You know, she tells us snippet of things, but you know, I think it's just going to take time for her to heal all the way, not only physically but mentally and all that stuff, where she's okay emotionally and mentally for her to come out and say the full story.
Okay, now here it is right here, you guys. It says, even though Judice has lived in America since he was a child, he never obtained American citizenship. And immigrants can be deported from the United States if they are convicted of a crime or moral turpitude or an aggravated felony, according to U.S. law. And it said, why is Judice not a citizen? Well, we already know his parents brought him over and did that. And it said, Joe Judice addresses why he never became a U.S. citizen. See, that's what I'm saying. So did Tory, did he get his U.S. citizen? Because he can do his time, then get deported. That's what happened. As soon as Joe Judice got out of that federal prison, they immediately whisked him back to his country. I think it wasn't his fault that he didn't have that. His parents didn't ever do that. And I don't know why. He just never tried to go ahead and get it done. So I don't know. I'm confused about that. And he said he will never want to step foot in America again. at this legal appeal to be allowed back into the United States was denied. They denied him to come back. So anyway, I'm not trying to change the narrative who we talking about.
Yeah.
I'm just was wondering about are they going to do Tory like that? I gotta look that up.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm sure there's more information somewhere, but I know somebody tweeted something about people that are
That's what
upset.
people think. I am super rich. They think that if they marry somebody and keep them in the country. I remember way back in the 80s.
70s.
70s. You weren't born, was you?
No, I wasn't.
But you heard about it. So
Yeah.
yeah, back in the 70s and 80s, but that was the thing. People would pay a fee of $10,000 to get married so they could stay in the United States and stay here long enough to obtain their green card. Because what I hear, it take years. Because I remember LaTanya did that. The one that passed on, Auntie Pearl, my daughter that passed on.
Yeah.
Well, I had a niece that married some African guy. He paid her little $10,000 fee to stay in the United States. And then they say that people come to your home and check it out, see if you're really living together, husband and wife. I guess they got to put on the front that they all lovey-dovey while the people there. I think they follow them around to see if they really husband and wife. All I know is they put on the front for a few months or whatever the case may be. And I don't know how they do it these days. And they used to get a $10,000 fee. I don't know how it is these days, but people used to do that for real, y'all.
Yeah,
Okay, they really did. You heard about it, huh?
Yes, I did. But they would have to marry somebody that's actually a citizen here.
That's what I just said. They want to
Yeah.
marry somebody that's a citizen here so they can stay in the United States because it was like the law didn't want to break up a union, a marriage union.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they stayed here.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's something. Now, I wonder, this 2020, I wonder what the fee is now. Y'all, if I wasn't married, I'd go snatch one of them. I know the fee got to be at least 20,000 by now.
I was just thinking that.
Marry somebody to stay in the United States. Yeah, so far you're right. You're absolutely right. They do abuse the citizenship. This is it. I don't know. Yeah. But y'all, I'm married, so I can't do it. And they don't care how old you are. They just gonna pay you and you really got matter of fact, y'all, my neighbor was like that. Right next this African lady. And she worked so hard. I thought she was a pet wreck at first because she would come home every day, but she had a nice van, just loaded out with a bunch of junk. I assume she collected. Then I found out she had a flea market. She had the audacity, y'all, to offer me some peanuts one day in a big old crocker sack that somebody set out that they didn't want no more. And at the time, I didn't know she was picking her stuff in there till we started getting acquainted with the man. And he was married to her, but he said they divorced, but they still in the same apartment, y'all. I got to ask him, did he marry her for her to stay over there? And he looks younger than her.
You can't ask questions
I am,
like that.
because he be talking to us like in that kind of way. We developed a relationship in the last 5 years that we just talked. Because he would always tell me their business and how he tired of her. She getting on his nerves. And she would see me and tell me about him. And I went to divorce him. I don't want to be with him no more. And all this whole kind of stuff like that, y'all. I'm going to ask that when I see him. Yes, I am. So the last time I talked to him in a few months, I don't see him that much because the man worked hard. He's always gone. But the next time I see him, I'm going to ask him about that. Wow. I'm going to ask him about it. Yes, that used to be a huge thing. And the 70s, 80s, you're right, I'm super rich. I wonder, do they still do that? I wonder, do they still do pay people to marry them? Because I'm starting to think that's why he married her. Because you can tell there wasn't no love in that relationship at all. I said, well, how y'all living in the same apartment and y'all don't get along? How about, he said, well, she got a room and she got a room. Oh, yeah, I got to get nosy. Y'all, I'm going to have to think about that later on. Don't remind me. Yeah, I'm going to get really nosy, y'all. But
I wonder, does that still apply today?
That's what I'm saying. And if it does, is it making more money? No, you're not going to find you one. Oh, yeah. Girl, you ain't too old for me to put you over my knee. You ain't finna go look at African. Keep them here. We ain't finna do that.
But the money.
Forget that money. Because then you got to really live in the place with him. He might be a crazy man. You're going to have to front it out. No, I wish he would bring his buddy here. I really wish he would bring his buddy here. Yes, indeed. I wish he would.
And obtain an ID.
What did you just say? Let me see. I was trying to read what she said. But Joe did us crying. He used to his brother info
to
Oh yes, he did that, but he tried to use his brother's info to give false information, and I thought it was a simple driving ticket or something during that time. But he was trying to use his brother's name for something. Now, evidently, his brother must have a citizenship. I think Joe Judy's brother has a citizenship. I don't know. But carry
That's
on.
interesting.
I'm not trying to change from what you was talking
No,
about.
it's okay. I like the feedback. Yeah. Honestly, I think though here, let's see. Sammy
Why did
Dizzle.
Joe Judas use his brother's identity? Anybody know that?
Sammy Dizzle, why are we so quick
I
to
wonder
believe that the
why
woman did
Judas used his
something
brother's
to deserve
identity.
it or believe the predator's story? But when the black woman states on different occasions that she was attacked, we ignore it. That is true. We have to, like I said, we just have to do better as a people. I hate that as well. Like in situations like these, it's always, well, what did she do? Well, maybe she was antagonizing him or something like that, and it's never and it's never really um the situation at all. Yet the moment a Caucasian woman might say the same thing that Megan is saying, everybody is so quick to, oh my goodness, and just and just do the most. Yet they people can't find the sympathy for Megan. It's really crazy. I blame. Oh, I am super rich. I blame Joe's parents. They brought him here. Oh my goodness. Well, yeah,
Well, maybe they couldn't afford it. Wasn't it a fee for each one of them to pay to get a green card? Because I think him coming up through elementary and high school like that, somehow he could have got one. I don't get it. But then, like I said, when he became an adult, you know, I don't know.
yeah. I'm weak. I am super rich is hilarious. Just said I blame the parents. I don't know. I know for me when I hear stories of other people other people and when it comes to obtaining a green card and things like that, and I listen to friends and stuff and be like, oh well, my parents brought me here when I was just a baby and stuff. I don't think they might not think to themselves like, okay, they're still young, so they don't have to get necessarily a green card now, so they'll just have to do it later on in life. But then they, I don't know, like things happen, they might be forgetting or whatever to be like, oh yeah, let me go get that now since I'm of age. Let me go try to get a green card for myself or something.
You know what? I'm super rich. I remember something like that. But Joe's biggest crime is base. He did use his brother ID, and they must have really looked alike because he did snap his picture. He did do that. He really did. Wow. But the only reason why we on Joe Judah is like that because I'm trying to compare the Tory Lanez situation.
Yes. Yeah, so there is wait, true Joe stole hard for his parents and family. Um I really don't know that much about it. My aunt does though.
What about the Judah? I know she
Yeah,
didn't. Well,
she
she was too
said,
young with the housewives and stuff, I guess. But I was just wondering that because of them saying they deporting Tory, right?
yeah, they want to deport Tory Lanez, you guys, back to Canada for the cases for him shooting Megan Thee Stallion. And my take on it was, um, and my take on it was, is if they're going to do that, then they need to do it with everybody. Don't just do it for Tory Lanez, but people as well. Because like I was saying, I know like a month or two ago, I was reading even about I forget, I think it was like a Netflix actor or something like that, and his wife was was trying to put domestic violence charges against him, and even NFL players girlfriends or whatever trying to put these charges against them, yet they never you never hear anything like them have stuff like this happening to them. Like you never hear them trying to people trying to ban them or whatever. So I just find it a little bit strange. I just really find it honestly unbelievable. I mean, it's believable, but I'm just like, wow, like this is really happening. Oh, but here's the thing. When I'm reading more on it, it says this little 5'3" man with a big ego has contributed nothing to the American economy and promoted violence and violence against women. Which, okay, but um, um, what? I'm confused on that. What do you mean? What do they mean by he's hasn't contributed to the American economy?
Well, didn't contribute like a citizen. Well, I don't know what they mean by that either. Well, all he did, wait a minute, all he did was stole.
Yeah,
You talking about John? You talking about now? Because I wasn't paying attention. Joe
Tory
Judas or
Lane.
Tory Lane?
Tory
Oh,
Lane.
really?
Yeah, they say he hasn't contributed to the American economy and promoted violence and violence against women.
He promoted violence and violence against women.
But haven't you heard? I know, but this is what I can't understand. He's not the only one who's done this. There have been several other rappers and
You look at that so I
singers.
can see. Because what do they mean he didn't commit? So what they saying he was trying to just incite violence only or something?
No, this is just the name.
It said deport Tory Lane, Daystar Peterson is his name, back to Canada and ban him from coming to America forever. The petition reads, the little 5'3" man with a big ego has contributed nothing to the American economy and promote violence. That's right. And violence against women. Oh, wow. They're serious about getting rid of him.
Yeah,
That's just like saying, how gang members just do the most. They're not productive citizen,
yeah.
and all like that. That's basically what they're saying about him. He's a threat to our economy. All he
Oh
do is promote
my.
violence, is what they're saying, y'all. This is my first time hearing that. I'll say, and voting.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. He just wasn't a good citizen, is what they basically saying. Oh, they don't like him at all.
They really
I got to
do.
read some more on that. We off here. Well, let's set the precedent with Tory Lane. We can really retroactive others offenses. Let's start with him. Wow.
They mean.
Yeah. I mean, he's just not a good person. They don't want him over here. They think he's trouble. Like how did Trump call the people when he said send them people back? They give nothing to our economy and our society.
Yeah.
They're troublemakers. They don't need to be in the United States.
Yeah.
That kind of thing. Wow, I didn't know that. That's new. See, I haven't been reading that deep into him.
They're
I'm gonna
taking
have
it
to.
to a whole nother thing, and it's just really. I'm
See,
like,
she
wow.
said, I believe they're saying it's not like he John Legend or Wycliffe.
That's true.
Yeah.
He's not.
And aren't they from a different country?
Yeah.
And they did do stuff over here to help.
Yeah.
To where Tory Lane, well, they might have just called him a bomb in Trump's eye.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow, I didn't know that.
Yes. So I'm gonna just wrap it up, y'all. That's all I have to say.
But before she go, anybody want to ask some questions? I know it's not a lot of people here, but y'all going to catch the replay. No, we're not doing no messy stuff for 50 million people to be here. But we enjoyed the ones that did come. Let me see what else going on. Y'all know I might come back later, but I kind of moving in a different direction myself because I don't really be want to talk about the same stuff all the time. Lately, let me see what's going on over here. Well, thank you, niece. I really enjoyed your show this morning. A couple of times I thought maybe I was jumping in there and taking you from your narrative, but I wasn't trying to do that like that. Okay.
I understand.
Yeah. It just got interesting when you start saying about him being deported.
I know, it got interesting for me too. I wasn't expecting that. But yes, you guys. So for those of you guys who missed the whole thing, you guys could play it all back. So basically, what I talked about was Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez and Kanye West and Kim Kardashian and 50 Cent And so you guys could all put in you guys' commentary and play it back and listen on you guys' own
And put your
time.
comments on the comment section, you know, to say what you want to say to her. I don't get the point of bringing up other offenders. All laws have starting points. Bringing up, well, such and such didn't get the treatment doesn't resolve anything. Punish him. Exactly, Sammy. Exactly. So with that said, y'all, I think I'm gonna move over and dance my little way out. Because I'm gonna slowly these streets just for a hot moment. But before I go, let me see something here. Let's see something here. Let me see. Wait a minute. Yeah. Okay, y'all. See what it says? It says Tulu. Now they get the music going. It says Tulu. But thank you all for being so respectful to my niece. She's really enjoying this. Y'all stop dropping the diamonds. Hey. We going out of here. Let's get these diamonds going, y'all. Thanks for coming, y'all. I'll be back later on, though, with my content, which I do it like her too, don't get me wrong. But thanks for coming. Y'all got to see me dance a little bit. Let me get up here and dance. You want to dance with me? Let's dance, girl. I'm just joking. I don't know what I did with I don't know what I did with my specs. Drop the diamonds, y'all. So I can do a little jig here. Drop them like it's hot. I'm still in my gown and everything, but that's cool. Yes, indeed. I took my specs off. I can't really see this. Let me see. There we go. All right, y'all. Let me do y'all a little jig before I go. Thanks for coming, y'all. Hit them likes, y'all. Drop the diamonds, y'all. Yeah, I'm looking crazy this morning. Drop them likes, y'all. Drop them diamonds, y'all. Thanks for coming, y'all. Gotta get, y'all. Toodaloo, y'all. Toodaloo, y'all. Where my specs at? Toodaloo.